So sometimes you may change that battery and you may actually not know if it's working or not. One of the ways you can tell if the battery is actually working is by closing the battery door and allowing the sound to start. And if you place that in your hand and then close your hand over it, then you'll hear a whistle sound. And the whistling sound will indicate that the hearing aid is working. Similar for when you put it in your ear. If you hear it whistling and making some noise while you're placing it in your ear, that means that the hearing aid is working. So we have a little whistle sound here, or maybe not. So that would indicate that maybe that battery is not a good battery. Let's try this one here. I'm not sure if you can hear that noise, but it's a little whistling sound, and you can hear that. So this battery is good. This one is not, because you're not hearing that sound. And that's one way to tell. You can do a similar thing with this instrument here. This battery is not good. We can change the battery, and you would open it up. Actually, it didn't have a battery in it. So we're going to put a battery in there. We're going to dial it around and put that battery in there. We're going to put it with the flat side up, and then it will close easily. So the other thing you want to be aware of is to make sure that when at nighttime you want to leave that battery door open so it doesn't drain overly so. Sometimes people will put a new battery in and they will leave it closed and it'll be running all night long, and that can run your battery down. Also, when the hearing aid's not working, even after you've put a fresh battery in, you would need to look at the part that goes into your ear. Oftentimes that will become occluded or blocked with wax or debris, and that would prevent the sound from coming through. So while the hearing aid is working, the sound is unable to get through this portion into your ear because of the blockage from the debris in your ear. And so you have a couple tools that you can use. The first tool I like to use is just the brush, where you brush around the white. There's a little white thing on the tip, and that's called a wax trap. So you would brush there. Now, if that doesn't work, then we're going to change that little wax trap. And what that is just a white filter. I think of it as a little window screen trapping the debris from your ear. And when that fills up, it blocks the sound. So as you can see, I pulled some sticks out of this little wax guard. Your audiologist is going to be giving you the appropriate wax guards that go with your various hearing aids. So you would need to get your little pack of wax guards out and pick the appropriate one. They all may look slightly different, but they all operate on the same principle. You have a little prong on this end for removal of the old one, and you have the new one here for replacement. So you simply stick the prong into the instrument. You're not trying to dig it out, you're just sticking it in, pulling it out, flipping it over, sticking it in, and pulling it out. So let me show you that one more time so that you can see actually what is happening with this. So you have the replacement here, and you have the prong here, which is for removal. Prong is here, replacement is here. You're going to stick it in to the white wax trap, straight. You're not digging it out, pulling it out, flipping it over where the replacement is here, and placing it into the area where the old one was. And then you will be removing that. And then that's when you'll find that the sound will start whistling and everything will be working fine. On a different model, you have a little rubber tip here, and underneath that rubber tip you'll find the little white wax trap. So you just need to remove the rubber tip and then do the same thing as far as changing the wax trap. On another model of hearing aid, the type that goes over the ear, you may see the earpiece, and you're going to see a rubber plug, a rubber tip. You're going to pull that rubber tip off, and inside you're going to see the white wax trap, and this is what you're going to change. So again, you're going to pull the stick out. This is the stick of the wax guards and the pack that you received. You're going to put the prong into the wax guard, the old one that may be full. You're going to pull it out. You're going to flip it over to put the new one in, and just place that into the place where the old wax guard was. And then pull it out, and you're good. I like to secure it with my finger, and then I like to put the rubber tip back on, and then you're ready to wear it and hear well with it. So that's what you need to know about the wax guards and the batteries. Oftentimes people will get confused and think that their batteries are not working properly when they've changed their batteries repeatedly and it's not working. Most often it's because the hearing aid is plugged on the part that goes inside your ear. So my recommendation is change the battery once, change the battery twice from a different package, and then double check with the wax guards. Clean it up, and that should be good. So that's good care for the hearing aids, and that's one reason why we have to keep it clean, to make sure that the sound can get out of your instrument. The other reason we use the wax guards is to prevent the debris from getting into the electronics and causing a repair. 90% of the repairs for hearing aids are due to the wax and the debris in your ear. So the cleaner you can keep your hearing instrument, the longer it's going to last without a repair.